This is a different kind of beauty. Nothing like the
Front shields damaged.
oh, for fuck's sake, not again. Hey guys, I'm WizPig, and in this video I'm going to use my skill set as a cynical old bastard and take a look at the Constellation Aquila from RSI. Please feel free to commence like button slapping and subscribing at any point during this video. Overview. Right then, first things first, it's Aquila, not Aquila. This ship derives its name from the constellation of the same name and represents the bird that carried Zeus's thunderbolts in Greek mythology. And that's an actual bird, not some Greek Doris. The Aquila is currently available to purchase on the RSI website for the princely sum of 310 of your finest dollars, but does come with an Ursa rover and a P-52 Merlin, which is strapped to the arse end and looks a little bit like a penis. And you can't actually use this particular ship, because ship-to-ship docking is not in the game yet. So it's just stuck there, looking phallic.
Oh my, how lewd.
You can, however, spawn your P-52 at a suitable ASOP terminal, which is nice I suppose. But it does raise the question, why does this ship need a P-52 in the first place? I can see the point of a small parasite ship for an exploration vessel, such as the Carrack, but the Merlin can't carry anything, and is a single-seater, so not as useful as a Pisces. If it were up to me, I would do away with the whole thing and use the back of the ship for a small med bay, or additional science station, or a bar, or a hot tub, or both. Something useful. Design. I have to say, the Aquila does look awesome. Originally designed by David Hobbins and Gurmukh Bazin, it is the poster child for all things spaceship. I would not have been ashamed to have a poster of an Aquila on my wall beside Raquel when I was a lad. The 4-engine layout, reminiscent of your typical Star Trek nacelle philosophy, works well. And I actually like the look of the front end, despite the transparent bit being covered in fucking scaffolding. All of the connies come with folding VTOL fans on the front canards to help with landing in atmosphere, though these don't actually do anything yet, but they do look cool. So yeah, looks wise, it's a thumbs up. Interior. Anyway, moving swiftly on, the interior of the Aquila is utilitarian and functional, except the toilet, where there is still a distinct lack of a shitter. But don't despair, there are 5 slimline lockers to hang your bikini and a fresh pair of scrudders in, plus a weapons locker and 4 comfy looking bunks. So not a total disaster. Moving to the cockpit, we notice one of the main differences between the Aquila and its stablemates, the cockpit canopy. Unlike the other variants, this one comes with a more rounded structure, but fear not RSI fans, it's still a complete fucking strut fest. The chairs are comfy and can handle even the most ample of backsides. The captain's chair comes equipped with what looks like 37 multifunction displays, but upon counting, it's actually just 7. Say what you like about the connie cockpit, you will never be short of something to look at, which brings us to forward visibility. For an exploration ship, where the crew might like to, oh I don't know, see out of the fucking window at all the pretty nebula and planets and stuff. Instead, you get a fucking eyeball full of MFDs and struts. Perfect. I'm not sure it wouldn't actually take much to fix this on CIG's part. Just remove a couple of hundred struts and say 30 MFDs and we'd be golden. Otherwise the bridge is fairly well laid out, except there are no coffee making facilities. How are you supposed to explore far-flung worlds and chart new systems without coffee? I'm sure this is just an oversight and will be addressed by CIG in their upcoming 47th Constellation Update Pass. Moving back toward the arse end, we come to the cargo area, which is laid out like an empty swimming pool. All of your boxes and SCUs go in the middle, and you scoot around the narrow walkway on top. Cargo capacity is a pretty respectable 96 SCU. Partly because you need all that room to shoehorn your Ursa rover's fat ass in. Otherwise you probably wouldn't need 96 SCU of cargo in an exploration ship. But be aware, you can take either 96 SCU of cargo or an Ursa rover, but not both. Handling and weapons. The Aquila handles pretty much like you would expect from a large RSI ship, like a fucking belly dancing hippopotamus after one too many vodkas. But it does have a lot of forward facing firepower and plenty of missiles. That is, if you can manage to get your face pointing in the direction of the enemy before they've blown your ass out of the sky. And whatever you do, don't expect those missiles to work. So yeah, you won't be going looking for trouble in this ship. But that's okay, it was never designed to be a fighter. But to be fair, if you do somehow find yourself in a bit of bother, she does have 4 size 4 laser repeaters that are under the pilot's control. Plus a ventrally mounted turret for extra pew pew, if you have any friends that can man it. This brings us to the top mounted turret. The standard weapons turret has been replaced by a turret mounted science and scanning station that does, you guessed it, fuck all. At least for now. At some stage you might be able to scan some shit using this turret, but for now, it's dead weight. Conclusion. I really wanted to love this ship. I got my very first Star Citizen chubby after watching the Aquila commercial all those years ago. I daydreamed about how cool it would be drifting about from system to system like Malcolm Reynolds. This was the first ship in the verse that I fell in love with. But, you know what they say about meeting your heroes. After living with the Aquila for several months now, I can honestly say I'm a little disappointed. The build quality is not really up to par with some of the newly released ships. And did I mention there is still no fucking shitter? And don't get me started on the headlights. So, would I recommend the Constellation Aquila? In its current state, no. And certainly not for $300. Honestly, it's a bit of a fucking mess. Maybe after another Q&A pass we'll see some of its potential shine through. And once they do, I shall be the first in line to get one. But right now, I'm looking forward to the Carrack. As always, thank you for watching. Now, commence like button slapping and subscribing. Do it now.